So what Donnie Darko has in relationship to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is, well, Donnie Darko is not taking place in a mental asylum or anything. But Donnie Darko is a movie where the protagonist, Donnie, is going through, a very unique part in his life. He's a high school student, but he's not mentally disabled, but he is strange enough where his parents need or think it is appropriate of him to go to a psychiatrist and a psychologist, and he's taking medication. He has something. Now, what that something is not really determined, but he is taking pills, and he is like overly sensitive. He is strange, but in a very good way. And something starts happening in the movie. I don't really want to spoil it, man, but let's just say Donnie Darko is him, and I could also relate to Donnie. Because when I was young, guys, I already had suicidal ideations. Alright, I didn't even get to 10 years old. I was still in single digit territory. It's probably like 8 or 9. And I already began to develop, suicidal ideations. I wanted to endgame myself at a very young age. I suffered from like depression, arguably, and I withdrew from society at a very young age. I pretended to be sick all the time so that I wouldn't go to school because I hated school. And I was like a weird kid when I was like super young. Everybody was like playing tag and hide and seek. And I don't know, it wasn't that I was socially awkward. I was just a different kid. And then I started feeling isolated. My situation at home wasn't really good either, because my parents were both very absent. And my siblings, they were way older than I was, 10 and 12 years. And I was just very isolated as a kid. And one of the things that happened to me at a very young age was my parents thought that there was something wrong with me, obviously. Like, this kid doesn't want to go to school. He's just very withdrawn. He keeps to himself a lot. He's playing video games all the time and listening to me. Like, I had the fucking headphones on me permanently, right? I was like the kid with headphones on all the time. I was this guy, Shinji Ikari headphones. This was me, man. This was me. Literally. So I'm not like looking at anybody. I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to contribute anything. And when you're like 7, 8, 9 years old and this is who you are, and it's like, my parents thought there was obviously something fucking wrong with me, right? Like, this kid is not normal. This kid's like not running around and like, obviously parents like compare themselves to their children when they were young, and well, my dad and my mom were probably very lively as kids. I was the exact opposite. At one point I was just like lifeless, man. And they started sending me to psychiatrists and to psychologists all the time. All the time. And since I wouldn't talk to any of them, like, I was that withdrawn, I went to many psychiatrists and psychologists. And since I wasn't talking to any of them, they couldn't really determine what was wrong with me. Like, I was just mute. I was just mute, bro. So it was pretty hard to give me a diagnosis, because I wasn't saying shit. I wasn't snitching on me. So they thought, and I did the complete opposite of what I was being told at one point. When they challenged me, it was like, sit the fuck down, Skits. I would stand up. Write with the black marker. I would write with the white marker. Go left. I would go right. So I was an oppositionist. And then they diagnosed me with like depression or whatnot. And then they started medicating me a lot. And one of the first scenes that you see in Donnie Darko is his mom and him have an argument. And, you know, it's like inferred, did you take your medication yet, Donnie? And he's just fucking pissed. He's like, yeah, I took my meds, Mom. Get the fuck out the room. And the mom leaves the room. She closes the door. And as soon as the door closes, Donnie says, bitch. You're like, bitch. And the mom's like kind of terrified or shocked. And Donnie's like fed up of all this bullshit. And when I saw that scene, he instantly became my hero. Because I was that kid. I was taking pills. I didn't even fucking know what the fuck they did. They got me high. And they also changed me in a way. And then I just kept hearing, did you take your medication, son? Yeah, oh, you're gonna go play. But did you take your medication, son? Son, did you take your medication? And then from being sad, I started developing like a lot of hatred. I was just so misunderstood. And my parents, they would think that, oh yeah, a psychologist is gonna fix it all. Prozac is gonna fix it all. You know, is he you know, depression pills are gonna fix them all. And I just kept going endlessly to doctors, psychiatrists. It was fucked up. And when I saw Donnie was pretty much an older version of that, I was like, nah, bro. Like, he speaks to me. He's in the same universe I am. And it was just, he instantly became like my everything. And the thing is, Donnie is super intelligent. He's a pretty good looking guy. He gets a girlfriend. Like, he's a very introspective person. He's not like his friends. And I could just relate. And then he develops Frank, which is this Donnie. It's like it's the rabbit that you see. This guy. It's like an alter ego that he develops. And well, I didn't have that specifically, but let's just say Frank is everything Donnie wanted to be. So when he would go to sleep, Frank would like take over. And he would do everything Donnie wanted to do but wasn't able to. And it's just like, it also has to do with time traveling and going back in time and doing shit. Look, the movie is, bro, it is absolutely insane. Again, from the perspective of somebody who can relate to him a lot. And the movie is very science fiction. Time traveling is a theme or a central theme. You know, what is destiny? I guess mental health also. So it's just an amalgamation of many things. The music is also incredible. And for me, it just hits home a lot. So I would definitely say Donnie Darko is absolutely amazing.